recorded this before and it got all screwed up. It just used my camera and not my screen. I'm trying to do a screen share. I'm talking about driving for dollars today, and I want to explain why I got to share my screen. You can drive for dollars in New York, but you have to do some research online, and I'm going to show you how to do research in Nassau County to see if a property is a possible deal or not. So I did a couple, and I saved some time by already opening the tabs, but I wanted to explain what's going on. Now, I had no luck with driving for dollars. I had people driving for me. They did 600 properties, and I ended up doing all this research, and none of them were deals. Because what I found, and I have no idea why, is that a vast majority of the properties that are condemned or are vacant or look like crap in my area fall into one of four categories. Either they're bank owned, which means it's not a deal. Either it already was bought by an investor, either from a bank at an auction or from a seller. It's not a deal. It's incredibly underwater, so it went into foreclosure a long time ago for a lot of money, or it's a reverse mortgage. All those things are not deals, and every one of the properties I saw, 600 of them fell into one of those categories. It doesn't mean you shouldn't drive for dollars. It just means you should do this research. So it's a two-step process in Nassau to figure out what's going on with the property. The first is you can go to mynassauproperty.com, or this one, this takes you to LRV, which Land Records Viewer.nassaucountiny.ny.gov, and then you do a search. Let's just do it so you see. So you go, it takes you to this page. I log in. You don't have to log in if you don't want to, but you gotta do something else. And I got a property, 328 Waldorf Avenue in Elmont. But you just put in the street number and the city and the street name. Don't put anything else, right? And then what shows up is what you really want, which is all you really want is a section, block, and lot, right? 32, 427, 165. That's the important part, because with that you can go to U.S. Land Records and you can do 32, 427, 165, and then you'll see what shows up. So first, there could be a couple of pages of things. Also, I just screwed up. Well, you want to go to the last page. This is not the right record. And then you're going to see if there's a deed. Now, there was a deed filed in March, right, of this year from a referee to the U.S. Bank. So it's bank-owned property. So this is not a deal. Okay, the next one we did was 7 Fuller Avenue in Floral Park. I really wanted to buy this one, but when you look, someone else just bought it. There's a deed that just happened a week ago. U.S. Bank, the bank sold it to the Tahim and Tahim Corp. So this one is gone. I did another one. It was 2221 Seaford Avenue, and when I got there, I saw that it just became bank owned. The grantor was U.S. Bank. No, I'm sorry, grantee. It just went from bank owned to somebody. So if it's got a deed in there. But this one, you'll see that the lot is lot 1. Now, if the lot is lot 1, you're going to get a lot of pages. You get 8 pages of this stuff. And anything, let me show you the page before. Anything with a lot starts with 1. So lot 17, lot 19, 15 shows up. So you got to make sure you're in the right lot. So you want to go, but you also want to go to the most recent, which is this, and it happens to be that it's the right one lot and it's a deed. So you got to do that research. And you got to do it before you spend a nickel on skip tracing or Deal Machine or any of that other stuff. Now, I don't know why. One day maybe I'll figure it out. Why so many, if not almost all the properties that are decrepit and falling apart or condemned in our area are not deals, where I know that these things show up as deals in other places. Maybe it's the way tax liens work. I'm not sure. But you got to do this research. You got to go to mynassauproperty.com, get the section, block, and lot, and then go to uslandrecords.com and see if this just changed hands or see if there's a reverse mortgage on it. I can help you with these things if you need help, but you got to do this research before you even know if it's a possible deal or not. So if you need any help from me, you can go to howtoflipnewyork.com. If you like these videos, please click like. Please click like. And if you are watching on YouTube, you can hit subscribe. I'm here to help in any way that I can. But the answer to driving for dollars is I had no luck with it. It doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. But I find that you must do the research on any driving for dollars property first to see if it's bank owned, if it's investor owned, if it's way underwater where it's not worth even trying for a short sale, or if it's a reverse mortgage, which is a whole crazy place to go. You can buy reverse mortgage properties, but you can never find out. You can almost never find out what the balance is because it's just not indicative of what's recorded, and it becomes complicated. So again, if you need help, I'm here to help, and I'm going to try and get out of this. If I can stop this, I'm not even sure how this works. I'm ending